If you are awake, then you are alive. Life is like a box of chocolate. We just want to live a sweet life, right? So I just got one question. Can I tell the truth? Can I tell the truth? At some point in your life, you're going to get tired of talking about how you just can't wait to be your own boss. You just can't wait to start that business you've been talking about and have a time to yourself. You're so tired of working 50, 60 hours a week. This can't be life. This just can't be life. Working to pay bills just to get by. Yo, can I just be honest with you? I mean, the podcast is called Can I Tell the Truth? Being your own boss is not easier than working for someone. It's way easier to clock in for someone, put your hours in and go home, chill. But when you're your own boss, everything relies on you. If you don't get up and put in that work, FPL is going to be like, yo, what's popping? Where my money at? You get what I'm saying? Your landlord, if you're renting from someone, your landlord ain't trying to hear about how you tired or you had a headache that day. They want to see that money. So before you talk about how you want to jump out and do your thing and, BYOB, be your own boss, really think about it. Write down the pros and cons. What are you in life? You see other people just stepping out doing their things and you're like, yo, why that can't be me? Because maybe you're just not ready. You don't know what situations they put themselves in to get to where they're at right now. So please make a decision for you. Don't make a decision based on what you see people do, how you see people maneuver. You driving a Toyota, you see somebody driving a Corvette, you way smarter than them, you grind harder than them, but obviously they have something you don't. Some people are meant to be 9-to-5ers. Some people are meant to put in that work and be their own boss. Be honest with yourself. Are you really that type of person to be a boss? Yeah, you can work harder than someone, but at a job. Because when it comes to working hard for yourself, you slack. You make excuses. So you really got to be honest with yourself. Do you really want to be BYOB? Do you really want to be your own boss? It's a lot of work you got to put into. There's really no me time when you become your own boss. Because again, the moment you stop and take a break is the moment everything else stops. So you got to have all type of income coming in. I'm not saying this forever, right? At some point, your business are going to be able to run themselves and you'll have the time for yourself. But when you start it, there's no stopping. There's no, let me just take a little breather. Let me take a little coffee break. Let me get a massage, because every penny counts when you're starting your business, right? Even if it's online, time is money. You have to put in that time to make as much money as possible. So before you say, here's my 2 weeks notice, sit down and write down the pros and cons of leaving your job, the pros and cons of owning your own business, right? And then you have to write down all the steps you have to take in order to leave your job to start your business. Are you willing to take these steps? Because when I did it, I wrote down these a year ago. Then I said, okay, now I'm ready to do it. So it took me a whole year, to be honest, a year and a half to really say, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to step out and do my own thing. It's scary. I know at the end of the day, it depends on me if I'm going to pay these bills on time, if I'm not. If I'm going to get out here and work from 2 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then get a power nap in for 2-3 hours and go out there and get it again because I want to hit a $2,000 mark a week, it's up to me. You know what I'm saying? I no longer have a job where I get my salary and I'm making, $13.50 a week. Long as I clock in and work my 45 to 50 hours. I no longer have that job anymore. So if I don't get up and put in the time, I am screwed. So again, can I tell the truth? Are you truly BYOB? Can you really be your own boss? Are you truly that type of person? Or are you truly a 9-to-5er? It's okay if you want that 401k and they match it for you. It's okay if you want that paid time off. It's okay if you want to clock in and just get that check and go home and chill and not have to worry about writing checks for your employees. It's okay if every time you wake up, your day's off. It's okay if you want to work 5 days a week and get that salary that you're making right now. It's okay if you want to stay at that job and pray and hope that they see how hard you work, how much time you put in, and hopefully you get that promotion. It's okay to think like that. It's okay to be a 9-to-5er. Stop letting people say to you, nah, bro, you need to be your own boss, bro. You got way too much talent. You may not have the type of talent to be your own boss. I'm sorry. It's not for everyone. If it was for everyone, the world would be a whole different place. I can't even tell you how it would be. I can't tell you if it'd be better or it'd be worse. All I know is we need employees and we need bosses, period. That's just how the world works, right? So really think about this, man. Do you truly want to be your own boss? Because I'm telling you, I'll put it like this. The day that I quit my job, I was like, oh my God, I got a lot of time right now to myself. Let me see what I want to do today. Let me open up my calendar. Bro, I had over 7 things to do in one day, because if I didn't do these things, then my bills are not going to get paid. I had meetings I had to go to. On top of that, I still had to pick up my daughter from school. Right? So it was like, yo, like, wait a minute. When I had my job, it was like, okay, I come in, I clock in, I do my thing, I leave. You know what I'm saying? I drop my daughter off to work. I go to work. I do my thing. I leave. I got my check coming to me. I'm good to go. Now it's more like, okay, how does my day look? Okay, I got to take my daughter to school in the morning. Right after I take her to school, I got to do X, Y, and Z for my business. Right after I do this for my business, I got to cut on this Uber to make $100 today. Once I'm done with this Uber, oh, by the way, I got to go pick up my daughter from school again, chill with her until her mom gets off work. Then I got to drop her off to her mom's. Then I got to cut the app back on to make some more money. Okay, yeah, I only made $80. Now I got to make about 40 more. You know what? I want to aim for 200 today. Now I got to make 200. Oh, I forgot this bill that I have. So next week I need to make another 200 because I want to make sure this bill is paid. It's a lot that goes into that thinking. Then you got to write everything down because, you are on a time crunch here, right? So as soon as I'm getting up at 2 a.m., boom, I'm working. Pick my daughter up by 7:30, boom. Drop her off by 8:15. Cut on that app. Start making this money, boom. Around 12 o'clock, park at her school. Work on my business till she get out at 1:50. Boom. Hang with her until about 3 o'clock. Drop her off to her mom's. Cut my app back on. Go back to work. Make this money. When it slow down, go on, read a book. Read a book on what the businesses that I'm doing. I'm doing culinary arts right now. What's popping right now? What's not popping? How to become an event planner. I'm also doing my own events. Now I got to read books on how to do events. Now I got to look at tutorials. Now I got to pay for these classes so I know what I'm doing. Now I got to look at my cost analysis. How much money I need to make this next event happen? How many employees do I need? Boom. So by the time I'm done with all that, it's about 10 o'clock. Now, oh my God, I got to go to sleep because I got to get up at 2 a.m. My schedule is actually nonstop. Hence, when I had my job, all I had to do was get off and chill, work on my business whenever I want, whatever. Now it's ready to go. So all I'm telling you is stop thinking that once you quit your job that you don't have to work as hard as you do to have your own business. You have to work triple time, quadruple. I'm telling you, you don't got to believe me. Triple, quadruple. You have to work way harder than you worked when you was an employee because they took care of you. They paid you for your time. Now you got to pay you for your time. Be honest with yourself. If you say, I quit my job because I know I'm worth $10,000 a month. Well, then you got to put the hours in to make $10,000 a month. What do you have to do? And you have to understand because you are doing this, it's not automatically that you're going to make that $10,000 a month, right? It's going to take some time, but it will happen. Don't be scared now. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to be honest with you. Maybe the first 2 years, it may be really rough for you. Or the next 5 years, it may be really rough for you. Or the first year may be really rough for you. Why do I throw out these odd numbers, these crazy numbers that may not make sense? I throw them out because it all depends on how hard you're going to work. How much time are you ready to put in? How much time? BYOB, that thing sound dope, right? It sound cool. Yeah, baby. I'm a boss. Rick Ross. But listen, bro. To really be your own boss, you got to put in that time. You got to believe in you. You're not worrying about, oh my God, people cheering you on. Hey, good job. You got this, Dan. Keep it going. When you're your own boss, you're your own cheerleader. You look in the mirror and be like, I'm dedicated, motivated, focused. Let's go. Nothing stops you but you. All that playtime is over. Going out drinking with your friends is over. Trying to do all these dates with your girlfriend because she wants to go here, want to do that. She wants to do double dates. You really got to look at your finances to make sure you got it because you're trying to get on your grind and start that business. Not even start it because you already started, right? You're trying to get that business to where it needs to be. You want to make, $100,000 a year? right? But you want to be about $100,000. I don't know. It depends on where you live at, right? You want to live above your means and be like, because I got it like that, right? You want to have that car because you got it like that. You want to have that house because you got it like that. In order to have it like that, you got to put in the work to get it like that. So I'm telling you, I have the faith in you, but you got to have the faith in yourself. I can tell you all day, yo, you can be your own boss. I believe in you. I can see your grind. I can see your hustle. But at the same time, I really want be true to myself and true to the world if I tell you that, right? I have to tell you, it's all up to you. Do you really want to be your own boss? Okay, let's go. Put in the time. Or are you cool with where you at? You making enough money and you looking at like maybe 2 years from now, you about to hit 6 figures at your job. Are you cool with that? Because if you really cool with that, hey, man, do your thing. Stop listening to what everybody else is saying, man. A lot of times people trying to live through you. They want you to live their type of lifestyle because they too scared to do it. They want you to jump out there and see what happens because they too scared to do it. You got to move on your time. Stop jumping at every opportunity because somebody said they know you can do it. No, I want you to walk away from it and say, yo, let me think about what you just said. Write down your pros and cons. And I don't mean think about it. I mean really get a pen, paper, pencil, however you want to do it. Write down pros and cons of me quitting my job. Pros and cons of me starting this business people telling me I'll be great at. And write down everything you have to do to make that happen. I'm being repetitive because I want you to get it. This is not easy. This is not easy. Everybody wants to be their own boss, but not everybody do it because what? It is not easy. It's not easy waking up every day and doing a podcast and having something to say. It's not easy. It's not easy waking up every day and trying to come up with another recipe to surprise the world with your talent. It's not easy. It's not easy trying to be the best mechanic in the world. It's not easy. It's not easy trying to be the top lawyer in the world that people come to. It's not easy, but you can do it. You got to believe in yourself. Screw what I believe. Screw what your mama believe, what your daddy believe, what your girl believe, what your kids believe. What do you believe? Do you really believe you can do it? If you believe you can do it, nothing else matters. I don't know what religion you are, but pray to the Most High and make sure that you are on the same game plan. For me, it's Father God, in the name of Jesus, tell me where you want me to be so I can keep it moving. I don't want to do this alone because I know without you, this is not possible. I tried it many times without God, and I know where that got me. So whatever your religion is, let's go, bro. Put the Most High first. Meditate, fast on what you got to do. Pros, cons, what I got to do to make it happen. If you're willing to do all of the steps, and I mean, don't miss no steps. Write down every single step you have to do. You got to wake up you may not have to wake up at 2 in the morning like me. You may got to wake up at 5 in the morning or 7 in the morning. Are you willing to wake up at 7? Some people don't want to wake up to 11. That's why they don't be their own boss, because they know if they got to be their own boss, they got to wake up at 11 o'clock. That's crazy, ain't it? It's not easy. I'm telling you right now, but you can do it. I believe in you. And thank you again for tuning in to Cannot Tell the Truth. Until next time, believe in yourself. Don't let nobody stop you from what you're doing. If you know what you're doing is what you're supposed to do, keep it moving. But the only way to know what you doing what you're supposed to do is to pray to the Most High and let him guide you through the rest. God bless.